dona do lar, eu sou dona de mim.
Se eu nasci pra casar, não, eu nasci pra brilhar.
Este é o lembrete de L'Oréal Paris para que você nunca se esqueça do seu próprio valor. Porque a sua história é valiosa. Porque você vale muito.
Interrompemos esse podcast para uma notícia imperdível. Cidade de Deus. A luta não para. Assista a nova série da Max com estreia dia 25 de agosto. Produzida por Fernando Meirelles, baseada no filme. Mas com uma nova história sobre o tráfico, a milícia, corrupção e resistência na favela. Imperdível mesmo. Saiba mais em max.com.
Ditch the dog or the dick. Dick. Listen, it was all fine apart from the one time when the dog did.
What?
Lick my bum.
Is it ever appropriate at the age of 47 to have a crush on Zac Efron in Greatest Showman?
If you can't do a downward dog, there's going to be plenty of other things you also can't do with Zac Efron. I'm just saying. Before we jump into the show, we're very excited and honoured to tell you that we're currently part of Spotlight.
Spotlight is a project from Apple Podcasts which highlights a creator or creative team every few months, and they have chosen us for this autumn.
Apple's editorial team believes you're going to want to be spending a lot more time with us, and we definitely want to spend more time with you. So they kindly put us together. Thank you, Apple Podcasts.
We really hope you're enjoying this new show, and we really hope that you stick around to talk about all things midlife.
And don't forget, you can listen ad-free to both this show and Self Care Club when you subscribe to our channel.
Hello everybody, welcome to 40ish. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Lauren Mishkon.
This is the brand new podcast that navigates the challenges and absurdities of 40-something life and solves all of your dilemmas.
Or we attempt to.
We have been attempting to. I think we're doing a great job.
We've been trying hard.
We have. In the coming weeks, we're going to discuss your problems, your issues, your rants that you have kindly shared with us. And we're going to share our own stories about our own way of navigating midlife. And if you're new to the show, then a big, big welcome to you. Thank you for joining us. And please do go and follow the show for new episodes every week.
How are you this week?
I am okay. I have done something amazing.
What
Really,
is it?
really amazing. And I think it screams like independent, middle-aged woman who is crushing life.
Have you got another dog?
Oh, I'm so desperate for another dog. I am so desperate for another dog, but we're not allowed to talk about it because my dog keeps pooing in your bedroom. And I feel like if I even discuss getting another dog with you, then you will be like, why don't you train the one you've got? So I don't want to...
take your own advice. Okay, I didn't even need to say it.
Right, well, that's why I'm not discussing it with you.
Okay, good.
Okay.
What have you done then?
I have fixed my own dishwasher by watching a YouTube video.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Such a blue job. Why didn't you just get Adam to do it?
He was away.
A man? An appliance?
No, I don't need a man.
What?
Okay? I don't need a man because I am an independent woman. I'm going to burst into Beyonce. Here we go. Honestly, I felt like I had ruled the world.
What was wrong with it?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, this is not really.
Yeah.
I'm now going to sit on this podcast and talk about what was wrong with my dishwasher. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you what was wrong with the dishwasher. And then what we should do is we should submit that piece of audio for the awards. That's perfect.
Ballpark.
I don't fucking know.
Was it a mechanical issue? Was it a drawer issue? Was it a piece had fallen off issue?
A piece of fallen off issue. It was a blockage issue.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You had to go into that gungy bit at the bottom at the back. I
had to go into the gungy bit at the bottom at the front.
Yes,
and I had to syringe out this gloopy water.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Oh,
gross.
Shut up. No, you do not.
I actually do, and it's
no,
fucking...
you don't.
Yes, I do.
No. Don't shit on my parade.
I'm sorry, I do, and it's fucking gross. It looks like porridge. What is that stuff even? It's gross.
I'm not sure I believe you.
Don't believe me, I'm telling you.
You crouch down. How'd you do that with your frozen shoulder?
Fuck off. I do it with the other arm. I turn the thing to the left. Thing? It's like a a round bit, and you have to press down and turn to the left and lift out the whole filter. Then you have to take it apart, rinse the whole thing through, and put it all back together again. Oh, okay.
I did not do that.
Okay.
I got down on all fours.
Nice.
Post back up, I will say.
Right.
I had to open. There's a little door.
Ooh.
There's a little door to Narnia on the bottom of your dishwasher. Who knew?
I don't think I have one of those.
It fills with water and there's like a sensor there.
Okay.
And once the water has gone up, it cuts the sensor so it stops the dishwasher.
I see.
I mean, really.
Drainage issues. You had drainage issues.
What did I say? Blockage issues.
Yeah. More drainage
Anyway,
issues,
I then got, here's an interesting fact, because you always take the piss about my Nurofen syringes.
Oh, you're fucking... What? Because you've got no one
You know,
under
like the Cowpole syringes that
for 5-year-olds.
You know, no, that's not kind. That's not kind.
You don't have 5-year-olds anymore.
Excuse me, your 21-year-old will not take a pill.
He can't swallow a pill, but I don't give him Calpol.
What do you give him then?
He crushes up like an ibuprofen.
I'm
He just
saying,
mashes it.
people in glass houses shouldn't fucking throw
It's
stones.
the fact you keep the syringes. 20 of them.
My youngest daughter will not take a pill, so
Yeah.
I still have Calpol.
Mash it in jam.
No.
No, use
she
the
won't
syringe.
Listen,
Yeah.
she won't. She
Okay.
just won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've learned to pick my fucking battles.
Yeah.
Right.
What's this got to do with the dishwasher?
Because the beauty of it is such a tiny little door, and it was such a tiny little entrance that I actually, the only way to get the water out is I syringed it out with one of those Calpol syringes.
Okay, that was very innovative.
Thank you. Now, had I have listened to my friend Laura Mishkon, she would have had me chuck them all away. And there you go. I have proved the point that you should stay out my fucking drawers.
I will stay out your fucking drawers. Should we move on to our first dilemma?
Yeah.
Just before we dive into your dilemmas, a quick disclaimer.
We're not doctors or healthcare professionals.
We're just numpties.
And it's just a fun space where we are just all sharing our thoughts together.
Which could be totally wrong.
Which often are probably totally wrong. But if there is an issue that you are seriously struggling with, please do contact a qualified expert.
Okay, here we go.
What's
I
our
can
first
see it's
question?
nice and highbrow today. Ditch the dog or the dick?
Dick. Seriously.
Hi, lady.
You're
Do you want to hear the problem first?
Listen, let me give you the answer before I've even heard the question. And let's go back at the end and see if I still say the same thing. You will never be loved like your dog loves you. And you will never love anything like you love your dog. So it's dog.
Hi, ladies. I have a problem.
Go on.
I'm 42 and I have a beautiful 3-year-old miniature dachshund called Bertie.
Bertie! I had a miniature dachshund when I was young, so I'm already in love with Bertie.
And a new boyfriend who is also quite beautiful, but not called Bertie. Okay. He remains anonymous.
Okay.
He doesn't really like dogs.
Oh.
I mean, I don't need her to go any further. Like, to me, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
And also,
sayonara. Don't let the
kind
door
of-
slam on your ass on the way
I'm
out.
sorry, but what kind of psychopath doesn't like a dog? I don't trust people that don't like dogs.
Agreed.
I really, really, really don't. Because
Agreed.
what is that about?
Could you ever marry a man who didn't like dogs?
I don't even think I would date a man that didn't like a dog. That is an absolute non-fucking starter. That and smoking.
I'd rather live with a smoker than someone who hates dogs.
Both are non-negotiables.
Bertie is quite protective of me. And having been single for a while, he's used to being the only male sleeping in my bed.
Right.
He likes to burrow under the duvet.
Because he's a dachshund.
Dachshund.
My
They'll do that.
dachshund did exactly the same. We used to have to tuck him in at night. Oh, he was so cute.
He does not like my boyfriend staying over. He growls and barks at him when he comes into the bedroom.
Go, Bertie.
I reluctantly shut him out the room when we have sex, as my boyfriend says he can't perform with Bertie staring at him as he feels judged.
He probably is judged.
Bertie is not allowed to stay over at my boyfriend's place, so I can't break the territory issues by moving the location. My general feeling is that Bertie might be around for longer than the boyfriend. What should I do?
Bertie is definitely going to be around longer than the boyfriend.
Dump him.
Is that it? I told you. Right, now let's revert back to my answer beforehand. Dog.
The dog.
Dog or the dick? The dog.
I am keeping Bertie over a boyfriend who doesn't like dogs and says things like, I feel like I'm being judged when the dog watches us have sex. We've all had sex in front of our dogs. Let's not be weird about it. It's perfectly normal and it's fine. They're dogs. They don't understand what they're seeing and it's fine. Why are you staring at me like that?
Because
I've had a dog for 15 years. He sleeps in my bedroom. He has until very recently, because he's very old, slept in our bed. And over the course of 15 years, he's been educated.
Nice.
Listen, he's a dog.
Adam,
doesn't understand.
Look, without going into too much detail, I also don't need the dog in the bedroom. I don't need the dog in the bedroom.
I just
now
don't
I am
mind.
obsessed with my dog, and she does sleep on our bed.
Yeah.
And we are like, she is like our baby,
Yes.
and we treat her like our baby.
Yes.
But she doesn't need to be in the bedroom when we're having sex.
What do you do? Shut her out?
Yeah.
Oh, we've never shut him out. Listen, it was all fine apart from the one time when the dog did
What?
lick my bum and my legs. And at that point, I thought, we love the dog, but the dog's getting too involved and he had to leave.
Dog's getting involved.
He had to leave.
Too involved. What's not too involved?
He had to
Out of
leave. He
interest.
had to leave. He was removed promptly at that point. No.
Oh, Barker, I can't.
Oh, Barker's fine. I just think this boyfriend, to me,
That's a non-starter.
Yeah,
if you are
I
a dog
agree.
person and you are dating someone who is a non-dog person, it's a non-fucking starter.
Yeah.
One of my closest friends, she doesn't love dogs. She doesn't. And so every time she came to my house, and, you know, when I got Miley, it was like a whole love affair had happened in my life. Like, she opened my heart and, like, you know.
You were a bitch before her.
She changed my entire world. I just fell so head over heels in love with this dog. So my friend, Sarah, she kept calling the dog It. Oh, it's in here. Oh, what's it going to eat?
No, I don't like that.
So I said to her, only once, and I
Yeah.
said to her, if you call the love of my life It one more time, you and I can't be friends. And respect to her, she has never referred to her as It ever again.
It isn't very kind.
No.
I wouldn't even say it about a cat, and I'm not a big cat person, but I would still respectfully call it a him or a her. Or a they, them, if the cat identified in that way. But I
Thank
wouldn't
you for
say
clarifying.
I wouldn't say it.
Anyway, she doesn't anymore.
Okay.
And she's really not. And she's taken to Miley a bit more. She's allowed Miley to be in the house, in her house.
Okay.
That was a big thing.
Yeah.
She even wiped Miley's paws once. And I was like, you are in love with Miley. She goes, look, I'm not in love with her,
Yeah.
but I accept that you love her. And so therefore I warm to her more.
Yeah, I understand that. The thing is,
But we're not together. We're not a couple.
who? Oh, you and your friend, Sarah. No. This lady, she might get a new boyfriend and he might be really into dogs, but Bertie is still not going to like the fact that this man, whichever man is sleeping over
And
and is
maybe
still going to
Bertie
bark.
doesn't like this guy because this guy doesn't like Bertie.
No, I think Bertie has got used to being top of the pack, and Bertie is going to have to learn some manners, and she is going to have to deal with that issue because she will at some point want a man in her bed. He might be a very nice man who loves dogs, but he also isn't going to want to be growled or barked at, and he shouldn't be. That's not okay behaviour in Bertie.
Leave
But-
Bertie alone. You see, so judgy when it comes to badly trained dogs.
And children.
And dogs that shit in your room. You're so judgmental about it.
I don't like badly trained dogs and badly raised children. But I think this guy, yeah, he's not a Bertie lover. He's got to go.
He's got to go. Got to go.
Learn to love Bertie.
Team
or
Bertie,
go.
all the way.
Interrompemos esse podcast para uma notícia imperdível. Cidade de Deus. A luta não para. Assista a nova série da Max com estreia dia 25 de agosto. Produzida por Fernando Meirelles, baseada no filme. Mas com uma nova história sobre o tráfico, a milícia, corrupção e resistência na favela. Imperdível mesmo. Saiba mais em max.com.
I have a question.
Yeah.
A bit of a weird question.
Oh.
I feel a bit uncomfortable about asking you, actually. Like, is it ever appropriate at the age of 47 to have a crush on Zac Efron in Greatest Showman? I realise it's a really old film, but I watched it the other day with my daughter and I haven't seen it for years. And honestly, I was proper crushing over Zac Efron.
Totally appropriate.
He is so fucking hot.
And actually, he's not that young.
He is in High School Musical, so it's like.
Oh, but you
how
weren't
is
watching that.
No, I wasn't watching that. But how is it the same? No, because you watch High School Musical, he's a kid, which you would never crush over because that is totally inappropriate. But suddenly he's in Greatest Showman with all the muscles and the trapeze and everything that's going on. And you're like, I am so fucking into this version of Zac Efron, and I am too old for that.
He's 36. And now,
That's okay.
And now you're going to ask me, how do you know that he's 36? Well, I know that he's 36 because I had to Google it on Saturday afternoon. Because on Saturday afternoon, I decided to watch A Family Affair, which is like this new movie he's done with Nicole Kidman. And he plays this really bratty movie star, and he has this PA, and then he has an affair with the PA's mum, and the PA's mum is Nicole Kidman. She is the most fabulous looking 57 I think I've ever seen in my life. What a body, banging. And he is 36. And I had to Google it because...
So there's 20 years.
Yeah, but in the film they pretend there's 16 years.
But it's also Nicole Kidman, and she is so hot.
Oh my God,
I don't know who I would want to have sex with more.
She looks amazing in this film. But the thing is, I also had to Google...
She looks amazing in every film.
How old he was, because I felt a bit like, is he too young to...
Are you serious?
I'm deadly serious.
We actually had the same question in our minds this week.
Yeah.
That is quite something.
Is it appropriate? The thing was, they've done such weird shit to both of their faces that when they're kissing in the movie, all I was thinking was like, can they actually feel that they're kissing? Because they both look amazing in body, but very peculiar in the face.
Nicole Kidman does. I haven't seen her face look weird. Anyway, whatever. I'm just saying, in Greatest Showman, his face doesn't look weird. His body doesn't look weird.
He looks great
He's
in that.
An absolutely perfect specimen.
Agreed.
I mean, he almost makes Hugh Jackman look unattractive, which is a very hard thing to do. No, because he's an immensely attractive guy. But I'm just saying, next to Zac Efron in Greatest Showman,
it's a different vibe. It's just a different vibe. It's fine.
Anyway,
yeah,
I was actually considering what it would take. What would I be up for the trapeze? Would I really be up for? I mean, I would like to think that I would do quite well on the trapeze with Zac Efron.
You're taking that Zendaya role.
I can't rock the hot pants that she wears in the scene.
What about the leotard?
I reckon that's okay with a pair of leggings over it.
Oh, I see.
I have to suck it in a bit more than Zendaya.
Really?
And I'm not sure we're going to have the chemistry that they have. But I would like to give it a go.
Can I just say, with my frozen shoulder, I can't do the trapeze.
Oh, that's a shame.
I'll tell you what I do like in The Greatest Showman.
Go on.
I really like the scene with the girl from Dawson's Creek, the wife, with the billowing clean sheets on the rooftop.
What is her name?
Can't remember. Girl from Dawson's Creek.
What the fuck is her name?
I like the gentle ballroom dancing on the rooftop amongst the clean, lovely, fresh-smelling, billowing washing.
The washing.
That's more my vibe.
The washing.
Because at my age, and also I don't like heights, the trapeze is not for me.
So hold on. So you're going to do the washing?
Yes. Peg it up and then dance with Hugh Jackman in the sheets.
Whilst I'm having sex with Zac Efron on a trapeze.
I'm not saying I'm not jealous, but I'm just saying only one of my shoulders currently works and I can't do trapeze. I'm sorry.
To be honest with you, I do wonder what my physio would say if I told her I was about to step onto the trapeze, because at the moment she won't even let me do a downward dog.
If you can't do a downward dog, there's going to be plenty of other things you also can't do with Zac Efron. I'm just saying. Okay, next question.
What have we got for our second dilemma?
Is it him or me?
Him. It's dog and him. It's him. I'm telling you it's him. I don't know what you're going to say.
The other night, I really wasn't feeling well, so I went to bed early, leaving my husband and our youngest child on the sofa together. The next morning, I asked my husband if our son was up. He said his bed was made, so he must still be asleep downstairs. I asked him what he meant.
Yeah.
And he casually told me they'd both fallen asleep on the sofa the previous evening, and when he woke up, he took himself to bed and just left our child there on his own. I told him that he should have put him to bed like a normal parent, but his response was that he was perfectly comfy and why would he wake him up? I am still annoyed 3 days later, and he thinks I'm completely mad. Is it him or me? Him!
Well, how old's the kid? Does it
doesn't
say?
say.
It just says youngest kid.
It's him! It's him! What mother do you know? Okay, let's say it's you and I. You and me. We're watching telly with our youngest kid. I know your kid's 13. It's a bit different, but let's say...
Can't carry her upstairs.
No, I can't carry mine. He's 11. But let's say they're carryable. Let's say they're 7, 8, 7-ish. I don't know. Let's say they fell asleep on the sofa. Would you just turn the lights off, turn the telly off, go and brush your teeth, get into bed, knowing that your child was alone asleep on a sofa downstairs?
Can I just tell you, right? Firstly, no, of course I wouldn't. Last night, this is a perfect example. We're watching TV together. And I said to him, we'd watched 2 episodes of the series that we're watching. And I said to him, oh, I think I really want to go to bed. So he goes, okay. I literally hadn't even blinked and he'd gone upstairs. Now, when was the last time that you said, I'm going to bed and just went upstairs? When? You got to check.
Never.
The back door's locked. The washing's
Take
done.
the dog out for a final wee. Turn the lights off. Is dinner
Put the
complete?
dishwasher on.
Of
Clear
course.
up. Make sure everything's clean for when you come down the next
Shut
morning.
down the house, essentially.
Shut down the house. Puff up the pillows.
Yes.
Like all of it.
Yes.
So I'm doing all of that. It takes me like 20 minutes.
So glad I'm not the only freak that puffs up the cushions before going to bed. Thank you for not making me feel weird.
I don't think it's weird.
Okay, thank you.
But then Adam thinks I've got OCD, and I don't think I've got OCD.
OCD. I want to come down in the morning to a
tidy
fresh
place.
house.
Yes, thank you.
That's just normal.
And
I
it
also don't want to come down to my own child still asleep on a sofa.
That is. So what I'm saying is that Adam would very probably likely do that,
Ollie
and
would
just
very likely do that.
leave the kid there.
Yeah.
And also, this kid's going to wake up in the middle of the night, not know where they are.
I mean, they would know where they are because they're in their own
No,
house.
but they wouldn't be in their bed. They would probably be a bit disorientated.
I mean, I do see, like, Ollie would do this too. It's just like real dad vibes. It's like, child is comfy. Why move child? Me bed, child comfy.
It's just me bed.
Me bed, child
It's just
okay.
me bed. It's
dad logic.
It's dad math.
Dad maths. Yes. Yes.
You know what? Sometimes mum math does come in handy.
Me tired. Me go bed.
But also, the mum is thinking, for anyone who's disagreeing, here's what I'm thinking, right? I want the kid to have a proper night's sleep.
Yes.
I don't want them to wake up with a bad neck or a bad back or wake up in the middle of the night and be freaked out. I want them to have a good night's sleep so that they are a pleasant person the next day.
Yes.
So it doesn't then impact on the rest of the family because they're in a mood.
Because they're an asshole.
Because they haven't slept properly.
Yeah.
Right? So it's thinking ahead of I need child to be pleasant and well rested. And also that is in my remit of looking after child to make sure they are well rested.
But then we're just going into the whole mental load stuff because also for thinking ahead stuff, it's like future me wants to wake up in the morning with a clean dishwasher. I
Yeah.
don't want to come down
Yeah.
with a dirty one that I then got to load now.
Yeah.
Like,
Like puffing up the cushions.
right, you're always thinking ahead to the tomorrow morning to what is on the mental load / agenda for the
Yeah.
day. I mean, I
And
know
trying
men are
to
doing that
reduce it.
too, but it's different.
Well, not the domestic stuff.
Anyway, listen, listener, it's definitely not you. It's definitely him.
I wouldn't leave a child downstairs if I was upstairs. Now, my kids have only just started going downstairs without me when
mean,
it's dark.
My kids are often in bed a lot later than me, but they are 20 and 18. So they're
not
allowed
kids.
to be.
They're not kids.
They're like young adults.
They're young men.
Yeah, they're young men. So I don't feel bad if they're on the sofa and I go to bed because
You're not going to carry them, are
I
you?
don't even live with one of them. So it's like totally fine. But the little one, night, night, mum, night, night, love you, see you in the morning, kiss, bed. Like, it's normal. It's just normal parenting stuff, right?
I mean, Lily Rose, who's my youngest, who at 13, she does stay up for later than me in the school holidays at times. But I still have always checked that she's kind of, remember to brush your teeth.
Yeah.
I go into her room, I put her curtains down. Like, I'm still kind of parenting, you know?
Yeah.
And making sure that her bed is ready for, or maybe someone would call me a helicopter mum, but I just need to know she's rested.
When I'm on my way up to bed, and as we know, I am the owl, so I'm always up till at least midnight, 1 a.m. That's just standard bedtime for me. On my way up the stairs, I always peek into the youngest one's bedroom to check. I don't know what I'm checking for. He's asleep and he looks comfy. Like, that just feels like a really normal parenting thing to do. I don't do it with the other two because that would be weird, and often their girlfriends are staying over, so that would be even more weird and inappropriate. But
I don't do it anymore, but I always used to do it when they were much more little. And you know what I used to do? I used to put my hand over their mouth so I could feel the breath.
Okay, that's slightly neurotic, but okay.
Whatevs, they were breathing. I don't give a shit.
I'm fully in agreement with this listener.
Yep.
Fully.
Yep.
It's just, yeah.
It's a very male approach.
It is.
That is our show on 40ish. Thank you so much for listening. We are going to be back next week with a brand new episode. Now, we have a few instructions for you, don't we?
Please follow and subscribe to the show. It's really easy. Even I can do it, and I'm technically backward. You just press the little plus button in the top right-hand corner that says subscribe. Well, there isn't even a button. It's just a plus symbol. Just press it, and then you're never, ever, ever going to miss an episode.
Wow.
Do you love that I know that?
I am almost speechless to the point where I don't think I can finish off the rest of the links.
We've got social media.
Yeah,
We've got Instagram.
Come on. See if you can do all of them.
Okay, 40ish.podcast. That's our Instagram handle.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep.
Same on TikTok.
Yep.
Facebook, YouTube.
We haven't done YouTube yet.
And we've got an email. hello@40ish.co.uk.
40ish. It's a great email.
Brilliant.
But what we need from you are your emails. We need you to write in, share with us what's going on in your life so that we can have a discussion about it and that we can all show each other the love and the support that we all, let's all face it, that we all fucking need in midlife.
And you know we're going to agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Dog him. You know? There you go.
Yeah.
Point proven. So come be part of the show. We can't wait to hear from you. And thank you so much for listening.
Hello, I'm Mark.
And I'm Bethan.
And we're the hosts of Seeing Red.
We deliver intriguing, terrifying and dumbfounding true crime stories each and every week.
With a focus on cases from the UK, we do occasionally venture overseas. We've covered everything from the mysterious death of professional footballer Emiliano Sala to the attempted murder of Victoria Cilliers, a woman who fell from the sky and lived to tell the tale. Binge our bulging back catalogue and join us every Wednesday for a new episode of Seeing Red.